Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy JR here, and this video right here that you're seeing right now before the video that you actually see is made after the video. And basically I gotta let you know that I apologize if the audio cuts out, because you guys know how my mic is when I stream. The audio will cut out sometimes, go in and out. But for the most part, when I listen to the video, I didn't really have that many issues with it. So yeah, any parts that are cut out, I apologize for it. But this is basically just a rundown of the opening day rosters for our major league team, our AAA and AA teams. Just basically showing you guys what the roster looked like after spring training. So yeah, enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
I know life's full of twists and turns. I've learned that progress won't always happen in a straight line. So don't get down on yourself if you're not where you wanna be, cause it takes time. It takes time. I'm just trying to be the greatest. I gotta keep grinding, it takes time. You miss the shots you don't take. Give me the chance and I take mine. Trust the process like you be. Success will come, it just takes time. It takes time. You miss the shots you don't take. Give me the chance and I take mine. I'ma take mine. Success won't happen overnight. Any good thing in life is gonna take time. I'm in a class of my own, it's feeling like graduation. Been putting in work for the longest. Last thing I ever needed someone's validation. Ain't trying to satisfy none of you niggas. You probably mad I'm in front of you, nigga. Y'all want me to do everything except better than.
Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy JR here, and if you look at the calendar, it says March 26th. What does that mean? We've made it to opening day of the Mexico City Aztecs franchise. So that means we have the 26-man roster put together, and we're going to go ahead and go through that real quick. I'm going to start out with the pitching rotation. The ace of our pitching staff is Johan Belisario. The ace gets to wear number 45 on the team in honor of Tyler Skaggs, gone too soon from the world from us. But yeah, Belisario pitched a good spring for us. Ended up with a 4-0 record. Was it 4-0? No, it was 3-1. 3-1 record. We kind of like skirted off, like you guys saw the live stream, where we won 3 straight and we hadn't lost a game. But yeah, we kind of cooled off. We ended up going like, I think 9-10 during the spring, so we kind of cooled off. But Belisario is the ace of our pitching staff, getting to wear 45 opening day. Number 2 in the rotation is going to be Griffin Jax. Jax is one of those kids that I enjoyed using during the spring training. He pitched really good for me. I felt comfortable using him, and he gets to be our number 2 pitcher. Number 3 pitcher is going to be Tanner Tolley. He is the best overall starting pitcher that we have, but he's going to be our 3rd in our rotation, the only lefty in our rotation, so we're going to see what he can do being the number 3 guy. Number 4 is going to be Bo Mayer, and to be honest, his spring kind of went downhill a little bit. His ERA ended up about 4 point something. I think it was like 4.2. Kind of cooled off during the spring, but I felt comfortable enough using him, and he's going to stay in the rotation. So 5, 6, and 7, that was going to be a big competition to see who gets to stay in the rotation. And number 5 in our rotation, Richard Mesoraco. I enjoyed using Mesoraco, and the one thing that got him to bump over like Crocker and Abbott is that he has all these pitches. He's got the 2-seamer, the slider, splitters, circle change, curveball. I mean, all of his pitches are pretty much like dominating, and I did enjoy using him during the spring. So he gets the nod as our number 5 in our rotation. This is what the rotation is going to look like. I did not turn notifications off on my phone, so you're just going to hear ESPN, Snapchat, anything basically at this point. So let's go by and start out with our bullpen. We got 2 relief pitchers that are going to be known as long relief pitchers. Starting out first is Brian Maeda. It's either Maeda or Mata. I'm going to call him Maeda. But as you see right here, he's got a lot of pitches that he can throw. the four seam, the two seam, cutter, curveball, changeup. Changeup is really like his knockout pitch. So he's gonna be one of those that if we have to get into one of those situations during the series where we get into a long game, then you're gonna see him. The other long reliever we have is Andrew Church. Did he his ERA ended up being pretty high. It was like 6 point something at the end of spring, but I felt comfortable keeping him on the road or in the bullpen because he's got the pitches that I would enjoy. I don't like using guys that basically only have three. I mean, he's got the four seam and two seam fastball, but he's also got the curveball, slider, and changeup. He can use any one of those three to knock you out. So that's the reason we kept him. We got three middle relief pitchers, starting out with Peter Lyons. Now, he's one of those that I felt he could have probably been like a seventh or eighth inning guy, but I feel comfortable like if we get into a situation where we're tied and I need a reliever to go at least like an inning or two or maybe three, that I can throw him in here. Yeah, he's only got the three pitches, but I think I could feel comfortable getting him at least 2 innings pitches with these type of pitches that he throws. The other relief pitcher in the middle part is going to be Philip Mulder. Now, Mulder's ERA was like, well, actually, because I ended up simming the rest of the spring, except for like 2 games that I played. But yeah, Philip Mulder only appeared in like 3 innings of work, but I felt comfortable knowing that he has the pitches, like the four seam, the 12-6 curve, slider, sinker, changeup. I felt comfortable just keeping him on the team. So he's going to be a part of the bullpen. Our last middle reliever is Joseph Shaw. Now, Shaw impressed me. His ERA was under 2 this spring. And, I mean, he's one of those that's got the 2 fastballs, a curveball, and a changeup. I mean, it's not really what I would prefer to be using as a pitcher. But, I mean, that ERA under 2 this spring showed me that he deserved the spot. So our seventh and eighth inning men are basically our setup people. I felt comfortable using these guys as like late inning, like we need someone to shut the door, quick 1, 2, 3 inning. You feel me? And the first one is Robert Broom. Now, Broom is one of those relief pitchers that I enjoy using. His ERA ended up being in the 5, like 5.2, 5.3 range this spring. But using him this spring, I've really enjoyed him. He kind of reminds me being an Angels fan, he kind of reminds me of Scott Shields a little bit, especially with the delivery, like the little underarm type delivery. But yeah, he's got the four seamer, the two seamer, his slider moves. It's filthy. The sinker and the changeup, he can use the changeup as his knockout pitch if the slider's not working. I mean, I feel comfortable keeping him, especially knowing that he's a perfect like 7th or 8th inning man. The other one is Dino Salas, and Salas I definitely enjoyed using. His ERA did finish at about 2.5 this spring, but I mean he's got the velocity to blow a fastball past you. You saw during the spring he was hitting like 99, 100, 102 at times on the fastball. I mean his sinker moves. Got a curveball that can knock you out, and a changeup also. So I mean, and you already know the closer is going to be Clyde Booker. He ended up finishing the spring with I think 4 or 5 saves. His ERA was under 2. I mean, that's our perfect closer right here. I feel comfortable with this team. Now I didn't really go through the pitchers, like the starting pitchers with their pitches, but yeah, Belisario being the ace. I mean, his curveball is kind of nasty. He can use the changeup or slider as a knockout pitch. You know, his fastball is not the fastest, but he can knock you out with it. Jax, he's got the 2 fastballs, the changeup and slider. I mean, not really what I enjoy, but I can use him. Tanner Tolley, the lefty, our only lefty in the rotation. He's got the 4-seamer, curveball, changeup, and slider. I mean, you already know with a lefty, with a left-handed batter, I could throw you a slider with 2 strikes and get you to chase it. Or if it's a righty, I can just throw a curveball. So I got my options with Tolley. With Bo Mayer, I mean, his fastball, he can blow it past you. He was hitting close to 100 this spring with the fastball. His curveball is filthy. His slider hitting between 91 and 93 is filthy, especially with the movement he has with it. And then his changeup, I mean, that was kind of basically his knockout pitch for most batters. And then Mesoraco, you know, he's got the two-seamer, the slider, splitter, curveball, and circle change. I don't know. I feel comfortable with this team. Now I did uh, basically what I did was spend like 2 hours just assigning everybody a number, even the people in the minor leagues. They all got a number. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the minor leagues. AAA, Crocker and Abbott didn't make the roster, but still they're gonna be 1-2 in our rotation. I already know what they got because they pitched this spring. Yeah, Nolan Kingham, Evan Grills, and Foster Griffin all in the rotation. Now you're gonna get to see more of these guys, especially when we get the off days. I'm gonna show a game during our off day. I'm gonna rotate between AAA and AA. The bullpen, we got two long relievers in Inoli Paredes and Francisco Jimenez. Jimenez is one of those that I'd rather use like I'll use them like if it's necessary in the middle of a game. Like if we get into one of those that's tied and I need them to go a couple innings. Like I know the two fastballs and sliders not really what I like, but gotta use them. Now Riley Farrell apparently has been in the Astros organization. I'm just gonna keep him anyways. Probably not. He's probably not gonna pitch for me at all. But yeah, he's got the two fastballs and a slider. Zach Houston was with us this spring, and he didn't really get the opportunities that I wanted him to get. That's why he's starting out in AAA. You got Jacob Condra Bogdan as one of our 7th, 8th inning men. Got the two fastball slider changeup. He didn't get a chance to work with us this spring, but I mean he'll get a shot in the future probably. And then we got Ralph Garza, one of those two fastballs, curveball changeup person. And Arnold Aristi, I mean his ERA finished like in the fives. He did get like a save, but it was gonna be hard for him to win the competition for that closer spot. And then Double A, we're definitely gonna get into some of these Double A players. Our ace is gonna be Matt Milburn, 5 pitches. Feel like he can do something for us. David Parkinson, he's a lefty that I'm really wanting to like catch my eye so he gets a shot, because I think he looks like one of those lefties that I can put with Tolley in the rotation in the future. Maybe even Kyle Muller. If you look at their comparison, like he throws harder and it's got the better pitches that I like. But yeah, I mean it's the same kind of, but he throws harder. The break, I mean Parkinson's definitely got the break, so hopefully getting to use them both in Double A, I'll get a chance to get a feel for them. Billy Tipton, it's one of our players that I want to see in the future. And definitely Jeff Ramirez, he's a 51 overall. He's got the B potential and he's only 22, so I feel like a couple years of developing in the minor leagues would help him. In the bullpen, you got Cody Petit and Antonio Armas as long relief pitchers. Bunch of lefties in this bullpen. You got Blake Taylor, you got Jeff Singer, Chris Nunn all in the bullpen. Chris Nunn throws hard, so I can't wait to use him. He could definitely be one of those that can help our bullpen in the future. You got Kit Sheets. He doesn't really have the velocity, but his break is pretty decent. I can't wait to use him. John Gorman, I mean, he's definitely going to be a good 7th, 8th inning man for me. And Earl Crane, he's definitely wanting to make a name for himself because he looks like he could be one of those that could close in the future or be a 7th, 8th inning man in the majors for us. So all these guys are definitely trying to make a name for themselves. So let's go ahead and I did lineups for all these. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So leading off, we're just going to show the righty in DH and the lefties in DH. So starting it off, leading off is Dave Zambrano. As you guys know, Dave Zambrano is our only top 50 prospect, number 13 in baseball, and he impressed me enough to keep his spot for spring training, from spring training to make the roster. He's going to be our leadoff man against the righties. Batting second, it's going to be our designated hitter, Donnie DeWeese. And DeWeese was one of those that he was on the edge of not making the roster, but I gave him the edge because the times that I played with him, he was impressive to me. So he definitely got the chance to stay on the roster, as you guys see. Batting third is our captain. The captain gets to wear number 2, and it's Nick Banks. Banks impressed me this spring. He ended up finishing second on the team with 4 home runs. I mean, it was between him and Croc. Croc ended up leading us in the home runs this spring, but I felt like Banks was the better overall player to be the captain on the team. So Banks will be playing every game. Doesn't matter if he's going to be like in right field or if he's going to play left or center or be the DH. It doesn't matter. He's going to play every game for us unless he gets hurt. So batting fourth is the catcher Bo Naylor. Naylor impressed me a bunch. He's 19 years old. How many 19-year-olds are in the majors, man? Like, Bo impressed me enough. He's one of those catchers. He's got the power. He's got the contact. His fielding, I mean, it's going to go up as he gets more playing time. And his speed is a 65 for a catcher. That's really good for me. So he's batting fourth. Batting fifth is going to be Adam Castro. Now, Castro ended up beating out Travis Jones. Making a video right now. But yeah, Castro ended up beating out Jones for the spot. He's 19-year-old. Like, this team is pretty young, as you could tell. But Castro is going to bat fifth. We got Crook batting sixth. And like I said, he led the team in home runs this spring. Kind of got beat out by Banks for that captain spot. But Crook, that's a good key piece for us in the future. 24 years old, like, he'll basically be like a veteran leader on this team. Paez is going to bat seventh and play third base. Now, I know he didn't get enough looks when I played with him this spring, but he ended up leading the team and leading those third basemen in batting average and RBIs, so that's the reason he definitely got the spot. I mean, his fielding's not that bad. He's got good speed. His contact's not that bad. I mean, he's pretty well round, so he got the spot. Aaron Bracho is going to bat eighth and play second base for us. He's one of those that's basically like evened out. He's definitely got room to improve. And batting ninth is going to be Shervin Newton. I like Newton a lot for his speed and his fielding. I mean, his bat will get better as he plays more. And, you know, off the bench we got Isaiah Larkin. As you see right here, good speed, good fielding. Like, he's basically all around, so he'll definitely get some playing time. You got Brett Cumberland. He's basically well-rounded and looks 63 speed. Like, our catchers have speed. You got Brooke Diaz. Now, he did get the spot because he's one of those that if he doesn't start, he can come off the bench. Like, if we're down and we need, like, a power hitter to try to get us back in the game, that's what Diaz would do. And then Vince Hendricks, he's definitely got the power. We just need his contact to go up. He's got the good speed and fielding. I think we just need to get his arm strength, arm accuracy, and his contact up. And he can be an everyday second baseman for us in the future. Gonna do a quick rundown through the AAA team. We got Bird, Duran, Larnach, Jones, Bell, Ramirez, Briggsman, Rijo, and Chucky Robinson. With Carlos Martinez, Joe Cronin, Cornelius Randolph, Darion Blanco, and Eddie Martinez all on the team and the bench. And then AA, we got Luis Carpio, Mason McCoy, Ronnie Dawson, Braxton Davidson, Chad Cedillo, Jeremy Vasquez, Josh Steven, Jack Conley, and Dallas Slattery. Okay. And then Drew Ferguson, Ian Rice, Jose Ancuera, and Dylan Hardy. So, I mean, basically what I'm telling you guys, like, we're gonna play opening day, and what the series is gonna be, I'm just gonna get game by game highlights for each one of these for the series, and that's gonna be in a video. So you're definitely gonna see. It's only gonna be opening day in this one since I had to go through all the rosters and let you guys see all of them. But then the next video you'll see is these 3 games. Like I said, during the off days, like this is our first off day where the minor league teams play. We'll go with AAA for this one. Then the very next Thursday we have off day, we'll go to AA and see them play. You know, just rotate it. Like, see, AAA is the only one now plays. So then the next off day we have, it's the 14th. Then we'll go to AA. You feel me? We're just gonna rotate on the off day, so you'll definitely get to see a lot of the AA and AAA players. Now the AA All-Star game is June 22nd. AAA, of course, you know that's right after the MLB All-Star game, so you'll definitely get a chance to see the All-Star games. Probably what I do is, if like the best player on our team that makes the All-Star team, if any of our players make the All-Star team and it's a starter, I'll player lock as them. But yeah, so you're about to see opening day